Hello. Oh, you're on mute, Jonny.
Hello, welcome back. So, you've presumably made your way back off the beach.
Yeah.
Check.
Brief recap. You've essentially been asked by a giant shadowy wolf to find the one with a ripe soul and bring them to her in the graveyard.
Check your map, Mr. Stewart. I bet there's a graveyard on there now.
Ian will look at the map to see if there's a graveyard on there.
There is a graveyard on there. So,
Told you.
basically, the rest of the stuff is all on a straight line, right? Because there's the tunnel, and then sort of halfway down the road, and then the beach at the other end, and then halfway down that road is Heaven Can Wait, basically. And kind of halfway between Heaven Can Wait and the tunnel is an offshoot to the side of the road marked graveyard. Also, Heaven Can Wait no longer has a red cross on it. The beach does, and the tunnel, but Heaven Can Wait and the graveyard don't have a cross on them.
I love that we have this video game map.
It's a good job somebody chose Road Trip Dad, because otherwise you'd have been fumbling around in the dark.
Yeah. Well, Shark, you see, he realizes he has two choices ahead of him. One is to either confront the reality of what's going on, kind of get sober and deal with it in some way that involves responsibility and proactivity, or he can go get fucking blitzed and hope it all makes sense when he wakes up in the morning. So he's going to go to the bar.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense almost to not go to the graveyard just yet, because we don't really know what a ripe soul is, and if it's needed to be taken to the graveyard, it wouldn't be there anyway. So,
Is this Ian saying this out loud? By the way,
I was going to say, if Ian is saying it out loud, Shark will kind of nod along, but as he says that we don't know who has a ripe soul, he is going to glance sideways at BB.
yeah, I think especially just to have that interaction. I think he's saying it out loud and trying to come up with some sort of understanding of what's going on, or get some control of the situation.
I'll turn to Shark, presumably noticing that, and go, No, Mr. Shark, I was there when the wolf asked that. The wolf wouldn't have asked that if it needed me. That would be silly. That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. Shark is still looking at BB in a kind of... He's definitely weighing things up mentally. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, follow to the bar.
Shark immediately getting another drink.
Oh yeah.
What I will say is, Shark, I imagine, is the most attuned to how different intoxicants make his body feel. And now that you're on your second drink here, you think, I don't think this is doing anything to me.
Oh, that is terrible news.
I figure that because Ian probably had a light beer, right? So probably not that much to mention. And I pictured BB kind of in that situation where like a kid has a non-alcoholic beer and then they start acting drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was imagining. But I was going to ask if there's any actual drunk symptoms of BB, but I guess the answer is no then, so that's fine. I'm still hiccuping.
In that case, Shark will still be desperately swigging I know, a vodka and orange or something that he's got off the barman. But he will also be rooting around in his battered leather jacket for a big twist of paper he has in an inner pocket for reasons.
Yeah, that's there.
Okay. He will note that and kind of drag it out of the inner pocket, tuck it into just one of his normal jacket pockets, but try and be acting casual. Anytime BB or Ian say anything, he's basically going to be like, He's going to be like looking around the bar for I suppose, someone with a ripe soul, but also for the bathroom.
There's no bathroom in here.
No, we're in some kind of like Twilight fucking rock and roll purgatory. Why would there be a bathroom?
I love the idea that the bathroom is the final straw for Shark. All the crazy stuff
it actually is.
Bathroom.
It actually is. If he still has the shred of dignity left to not get this twist of coke out of his pocket and snort it in front of a minor. So he is actually going to start fucking losing it. Not immediately, but over he's going to get more and more kind of like, yeah, like over time. So go for it, and I'll just throw, it in as and when.
Love it. Jonny, is that woman still here?
Yep, still kind of in the same position. Yep.
I think there's a chance I will recognize her, but I might roll on that. Presumably.
Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I rolled 2 out of 3, so I guess that's success.
Yeah. Okay. You think this woman looks remarkably like Cher?
Okay. You know what?
And she's still kind of going for that, like having a sip of a drink and then kind of looking at the clock. And
I think I look at Ian and then go, and then look at Shark instead, and then go to tug on like, I don't know, your jacket or something, and then point at the woman and go, "It's Cher," pointing at her.
Yeah, of course it's Cher. Yeah, of course it's Cher. Yeah.
I'll just shrug at you like,
hey, Cher. Is there any reaction from Cher?
To be fair, a lot of people turn around and look at Shark at that moment, including her, but a lot of other people as well. So that they're all kind of looking at you.
How you doing?
Sorry, do you know this woman? Am I the only one that doesn't know what's going on here now?
Why are you stuck here? I thought you'd be very busy.
I told you I'm just early. Did you manage to have a chat with Hero out there?
The guy on the bike?
Yeah,
we talked to him, and then he drove off, and then we met a freaking wolf.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they do prowl around here sometimes.
This is a great show.
Hero help you at all?
You know he fucking didn't.
You want to know a secret? I think it's because he was trying to get laid. He came in here and ran off with some girl he knows. Probably up to the cliffs above the beach. That's where they usually go. He ditched his bike and went in a car, if you know what I mean.
Hey, square guy. Cliffs on the beach on your map, right?
I'll get the map out and I'm guessing.
There's make out point just above the beach.
Sure, we'll go to the graveyard and we'll talk again to the wolf. We've come here to talk to you. Let's go talk to those two up on the cliff. Getting a little paradise by the dashboard light, right?
Jump in the garden.
Sorry,
she goes, That's a weird turn of phrase.
I would be looking at the map and seeing it called Make Up Point and just go, oh, that's so cute. And then be heading ready to dash off.
Yeah, we may as well go up there. You know. Everything else makes sense here, so why doesn't that, you know?
Before he goes, Shark, is there a juke? I mean, there's got to be a jukebox here, right?
There's a jukebox, yeah.
Shark is going to go over to the jukebox and check it. Now, is the jukebox just like 100 copies of Bat Out of Hell?
No, it is exclusively music before. Shark would probably know like the release dates of stuff that he's into, right?
Yeah.
Like stuff that came out recently. So it's explicitly stuff that came out before, we'll say April 1977.
Okay. Is there any Flex? Specifically, is there the Flex song Love Tunnel?
If that came out before then, yeah, sure, why not?
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to put that on.
James did say he was a fan of your work.
He did. He's going to put that on and start loudly and embarrassingly singing and performing to it.
You get some attention for sort of 30 seconds, and then when, you know, if people think that that's just what's going on, they stop really paying attention.
Love Tunnel! And I'm gonna drive! I haven't written the whole thing.
Aww.
We were just waiting.
I think at some point Ian will be like, hey, big guy, are you done? We gotta go to Make Out Point. And that last bit is sort of said with a bit of a sigh.
BB is actively chuckling at you.
He'll just kind of shrug and as the attention paid to him has diminished. We'll just kind of go, yeah, sure, yeah. Make Out Point with the old guy and the kid. Yeah, he'll just follow along. He's going to give a general, like, despairing commentary on more or less everything as it happens. So.
Yeah, I imagine Shark is kind of walking out as the initial licks of the guitar solo kick in. And maybe in his head is thinking, I look pretty cool right now.
Hey, you know what? Cutting through it all, this kind of slight nervous breakdown that he's having, as the guitar's kicking in Love Tunnel, still part of it in the back of his head is going to go, damn, that sounds good. It's a good song, you know?
Okay, so you head out and you go down the road and there's kind of this trail that goes off. And you pass through some trees and then you come to a clearing which looks out over the sea and you can see that moon again in kind of a break in the storm clouds. And you see just one car there. And then a door swings open to the car. And a woman kind of goes, "You pig," and walks off kind of straight past you guys. And he kind of like, you see the guy from the tunnel kind of leans out of the car and goes, honey, look, I want you and I need you. There's just no, forget it.
I swear to God, Johnny.
I don't know what else you expected, Matt, honestly.
We all signed up to this.
will exactly this.
And he sees you as he's kind of, reassembling himself and says, "Oh, you're the folks from the tunnel. You don't look like you should be here."
Apparently, you're the hero.
No, that's just my name.
What?
It's not a title. It's my name. I mean, yeah. Well, none of us should be here, but you definitely don't look like you should be here. Damn. Well,
hey,
and he goes to close the car door.
No, wait, but buddy, hey, I'm sorry you struck out and everything, but this might sound a bit of a weird question. Do you would you say
Oh my
you have
Are you Shark Stone?
Yeah, I'm fucking Shark Stone.
That's badass, man.
Almost immediately back together, right? Almost immediately. He's like, yeah. So someone in this hick town has got good taste. Hell yeah,
Damn
I'm
right.
Shark Stone.
I love Flux.
Hell yeah. You should come to. He's literally just realized that he's kind of slipped in and out of a thing. And he's like, look, no one here has any. Yes, I'm trying to deal with the cat as I'm doing this. Look, buddy, if you've got good taste, you will know what the hell is going on around here. Why was there a wolf asking us for a soul? Why does no one here... I'll be honest, I was losing it a bit, although I'm feeling a lot better for having met you, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Thanks, man. Same. I don't... Hey, you guys all want to get in, or...
Hell yeah, drive us out of here.
Wish I could, but come on. Does everybody get in the car?
Yep, I'll get in back.
Yeah, I'll say no funny business, though.
To contrast with that, Shark is going to mumble something to BB about, no matter... Basically giving her the terrible advice of sometimes it's good to get in a car with a strange man.
BB listens earnestly.
Again, he's totally not aware of the optics of this, okay? I am. Oh, that's just as bad.
He's after a couple of the car starts up, and he says, "I needed to head back to town anyway, get my bike. So, look, all I know is everybody here seems to be kind of a wounded heart, I suppose, in one way or another. I mean, the only woman I ever loved left me on a stormy night. Got out of the bed. I begged her not to walk out the door, but she went anyway. And now I'm here, fooling around with people who mean nothing to me, and just really wish I could have her back, man.
Yeah, I feel you, man. So, is the tunnel really the only way out?
Unless you can swim real far. And actually, I don't know how far you'd need to swim, but I gave it a good go. Turnaround was no further from shore than had been 5 minutes earlier.
I feel like BB will quite untactfully go, "Where did she go? This lady of yours."
Hell if I know. Left me.
But people must arrive in other ways than we did. Surely the way they come, we can leave. When does the
How
tunnel
did you
open?
arrive?
We just sort of got here.
Yep. Tends to be the way of it.
Hey, do you know a guy called James?
No.
What about the bar? Surely it gets deliveries.
You know what? I've never seen that, and I also noticed there's no bathroom.
Tell me.
I've been here a while now, and I just do what I can, you know.
So we and I know this how this might sound, but we have to get a soul for a wolf.
Did you make the wolf?
No, I haven't met a wolf.
Well, you should have gone down to the beach.
Can
Wasn't on your map.
I don't have a map, man. I go where the road takes me, you know.
Well, the road seems like it goes from the beach to the tunnel, and I guess up there, and nowhere else.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
There's this graveyard.
Yeah. I always kind of thought that was strange.
Yeah.
Can you all make rolls for me?
Mhm.
Probably not advantageous for anyone.
Fail.
Yeah, I am not great at rolling dice.
2 out of 3. Apparently, that's my thing.
Don't forget, if you want, everybody gets 1 free re-roll, but it does mean that I can do a bad thing if I want to. But Brenda has succeeded. You probably, because you're looking out for the plot, right? Because that's what you're kind of. BB has picked up that the wolf said that she'd appeared here on a stormy night, and he said that he was left by his love on a stormy night.
I love it. Mm-hmm. I think BB will go, the wolf, but maybe not say that to him in the car.
This as you're saying this is like Shark's just got a sort of like slightly reluctant look but opportunistic look in his eye and says, so you've been here a while, man. Would you say you feel kind of ripe?
I mean, there also don't seem to be showers, so I probably smell kind of ripe.
He
You know what
probably
I'm saying?
mutters under his breath. It definitely smells ripe.
He's Shark, who's like, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I feel like Shark's a shotgun guy, right? He's gonna like turn over to the back of the car and look at Ian and kind of go,
I think we should go to the graveyard. You can take us there now, right?
yeah. Let's check out this graveyard.
Look, I'm gonna have a couple more drinks and pick up my bike, and maybe I'll meet you guys there.
Oh man, come on now!
Just give us a lift.
I can give you an autograph.
Oh man, that'd be great. Do you think you can get the rest of Flax to sign that?
I mean, I'd say that my autograph is a bit more Yeah, sure.
No, absolutely. You're my favorite member, but you know, it'd be nice to have the whole gang on there.
Like, you know, I just think like it's obviously you've got Adam on the drums, he's fine. You've got Pete on the songwriting is overrated. It's really the performance where. But I can get you there.
I know that none of them are Shark fucking Stone, right?
None of them are Shark fucking Stone.
God. Yeah, buddy. And he goes to double fist bump you, taking both hands off the wheel as he's driving down the main road.
Oh, Shark will totally fist bump him in this.
I think.
Yeah.
Ian will be like, the wheel, the car, drive.
He like completely nonchalantly, like he does the double fist bump and then he just kind of turns back and slowly puts his hands back on the wheel with no concern.
Shark fucking Stone, yeah. He's gonna kind of like look up now. How tall is BB, and how much can she see of the front seats?
I think she's not that tall. I imagine her like
Okay.
5, 6 or something. So probably
Then
not that
mainly
much. Big
what
car,
you
right?
hear is like kind of like shark fucking stone, shark fucking stone, shark fucking stone. Does this also not have the desired effect? In the same way the drink did not have the desired effect.
No, that will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is some role play then. Okay. Telling tales does not.
Mr. Shark, do you have a cold?
Not any fucking more, kid.
Jack, as you were trying to get him to take you to the graveyard, can you make me a roll, and we'll say it's an authority roll, so you get advantage on it.
Heck yeah. So I got a 2, a 3, and a 5. So I'll move my 2 plus 1 to make it 2 out of 3.
Awesome. Yeah, he goes, "Oh, fine, but then I'm going straight to the bar."
Yeah, just drop us off at the graveyard, check out the wolf with us, and you can do what you want.
You're damn right I can do what I want. With Shark fucking Stone here, am I right? Goes to double fist bump again.
Double fist bump. Hey man, have you got like a 8-track, 4-track in here, or tape or something?
Yeah, he pushes a tape in, and was Wasp around then? They will have been, weren't they?
Oh, probably. I mean, like I have literally kind of based him on like a bargain basement Kiss. So
okay, yeah, it's Kiss then. It's Kiss.
Yeah. Shark's gonna start singing the lyrics of Love Tunnel over the top of the fucking big.
I think I will
rock and roll all night or something.
I think I will lean over and mutter to Ian, Mr. Stewart, he's not very good at singing for a performer, is he?
They
modern performers are, to be honest.
Literally, Love Gun by Kiss.
I was going to say, is it Love Gun?
1977. So
Perfect.
We'll just do that over the top, shall we?
Love Tunnel.
Yeah.
Love Tunnel.
I mean, from Shark's perspective, a Love Tunnel is a natural pairing for a Love Gun. So
absolutely. You drive past Heaven Can Wait, and his motorbike is across the road, and he kind of looks at it longingly. Probably slightly too long for Ian to be comfortable for him looking away from the road. I imagine Ian is like co-piloting, essentially, like still.
Oh, he's definitely backseat
like,
driving. He doesn't know where he's going.
Being aware of what's going on, yeah. And then he makes kind of a sharp turn onto a gravel road.
Have we seen anyone else on the road, by the way?
Not in a vehicle. There are still a couple of people drinking outside the bar. But yeah, nobody else driving or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So you head up, and there is a large wrought iron gate with a chain and a padlock on it. And he pulls up in front of this gate, and kind of the car rocks to a stop, and he gets out. And assuming other people get out, he kind of pulls on the padlock and goes, "Don't know what you want to do now."
Shark is going to step out of the car and go, "Shark fucking Stone, man!" He's going to flick his switchblade, and he's going to like clink it into this padlock, and be really badass.
Here's a roll.
Just give you a roll.
Meanwhile, BB is going to see if she can slip through the bars and have a look inside the graveyard. If Ian doesn't stop her first.
Well, let me tell you, that is a success. That is a 2 out of 3 with a tweak from the old advantage.
Cool. So yeah, you are sort of wriggling this around, and eventually you get a pop. But at that moment, somebody runs up and goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing there?" And it's this kind of like oldish man in like a kind of boiler suit. You know, it looks like almost a janitor or groundskeeper. And he comes round from the side, so he's not coming from like behind the gravel path. He's almost been around the outside of the fence. Says, "Come on, what are you doing?"
We're just No,
Don't you know who I am?
No.
I'm Shark fucking Stone. I'm
And you?
Flex, dude.
You're that damn motorbike kid.
Hey,
What are you all doing here?
He's all right. He's called Hero. And we're going to get in this place and we're going to take him and give him to a wolf.
Are your shades on?
Yeah, they're a bit askew at this stage.
Okay, he kind of goes, "I think you might need a glass of water and a sit down, son."
I don't need shit. I'm going to take the padlock and like, with the chain presumably still attached to it, and kind of lob it like fucking I'm TPing the graveyard, but with a padlock and chain.
Hey! Come on, you two seem nice. What's going on?
He's actually no. What he's saying is actually what's going on. I don't even know how to explain what else. You know how else to explain what we're doing here. We just need.
Are you also on these drugs, miss?
I was going to say, I think BB has tried to slip away through the bars if she can by this point, but maybe being noticed, she'll freeze and not say anything
halfway
at all.
through.
Yeah, like halfway through the bars, she's trying to just creep through. I will not reply at all.
Miss.
None of us are on any drug. Well, me and her are not on any drugs. We just need to meet up with my friend's pet dog that ran into the graveyard, and we're just trying to get the dog back.
Is that true, miss?
Yep.
Can you give me authority and performance rolls, please, Ian and BB?
Sure.
While this is happening, incidentally, Shark has climbed up onto the hood of Hero's car and is kind of playing air guitar and, you know, love tunnel! Now want to drive! Yeah.
I got
He's no use.
a 5, a 5, and a 6. So can I drop my 6 to make it a crit?
Woo! Yeah.
And I got a 2 out of 3 by using the advantage as well.
Okay, cool. Worth noting that the car is a Coupe de Ville, just for the record.
Yes.
Okay. So he kind of looks almost like partially unconvinced by BB's tale, which is probably unaided by the fact that she's halfway through the the gate bars.
I'm going like Fido in the like into the graveyard now. Once I realize hear his story.
But then he kind of turns back to Ian and says, "Well, why didn't you just tell me that in the first place instead of going along with their crazy story?"
I've gone along with a lot of crazy things today, so I think I just got a bit caught up in that whole thing.
Well, happens to the best of us, I suppose. Would you be so kind as to fetch the lock and the chain back when you're done and reseal the gate?
Of course we will.
I've been here a very long time, and my arms get very tired very easily, so lifting that big old chain off the floor is not going to be very nice for me. And he turns and walks off.
I really thought there was going to be a really torturous Meatloaf lyric at the end of that sentence. Okay.
Is Shark still singing this whole time?
He is, although he's kind of more sort of under his breath now, and not to do. He has climbed off the hood and is examining himself in the rearview mirror. Don't.
Okay, you wander into the graveyard. You spend a little bit of time, it's quite a large graveyard, so you spend a little bit of time wandering around, wondering where you're supposed to be going. Everything's kind of in, because of the sort of stormy skies, everything's in kind of drab tones, and then you see these bright red roses in front of one of the graves. And from behind the grave, you see that same shadowy figure step out.
Has Hero followed us?
Yeah.
Cool.
And you notice that on the graveyard it says R.I.P. Romance. On the gravestone, sorry. And the wolf kind of does that dog thing where they sniff the air.
Has Shark is definitely stumbling along behind everyone. Has Hero come in with us?
Yeah. Hero's kind of a little bit taken aback by this giant black wolf, and then even more so when it speaks. What the hell's going on here, man? Probably mostly to Shark, since he seems to have kind of made friends with him a bit.
Just kind of lean on him and giggle a bit unhealthily, and just sort of say, "Dude, we think that's your girlfriend. Dude, you made it with a dog."
BB will also chuckle.
I think even Ian at that
It's
point
great
probably do a
comedy.
little bit of yeah.
We're all just laughing at him.
The wolf steps forward right up to Hero and kind of sniffs around him. And says, "I did love you. I just need to know how much you love me back. What would you offer me?" And Hero kind of has a moment of realization in his eyes and says, "Everything. And I would starve without you." And she rips his throat out.
That had a turn.
Yeah.
God.
BB will scream.
And Hero collapses on the ground. And the wolf, bloodied mouth, turns and starts to walk away from you past the gravestone that she had come out from behind, and says, "I can't send you back, but I've opened the tunnel and provided 3 gifts. How long are you keeping watching as she walks away?"
I think if we were going to leave, at least Ian probably isn't turning his back on the wolf that's just ripped a man's throat out in front of him. I mean, it sounds like a silly question, but he's definitely dead.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, although, so if you watch the wolf go, when you turn, there is no body of Hero left there. And she walks behind the gravestone, and then from out of the other side, you see this kind of female form, sort of spectral, and Hero both walking away. And then if you kind of turn back to where Hero's body was, there are 3 motorbikes.
As the spectral forms are walking away, I'll probably just say something like, "Oh, it's like Shakespeare."
Can you all make me 3d6 rolls, please?
Oh no, I can't because it's not badass. No,
Yeah,
never
no, I
mind.
didn't.
I got 2 out of 3 though.
I got
okay.
3.
But if I'd made it badass, Johnny, I could have made it 666. That's all.
Oh man, is it a paradox if that in itself is badass and that's a reason for you to do it? No.
No, that makes perfect sense.
Okay, you are obviously all a little taken aback at what's happened, but the 2 of you, as they are walking away, and you kind of see the motorbikes, you hear this kind of whisper in like Hero's voice from a distance, saying, "Careful in that tunnel. There's a sudden curve that no one ever sees till it's way too late."
Swear to God, Johnny.
And the gravestone is wiped clean, so there is no inscription on it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Are the bikes all identical, or is it like one is noticeably smaller than the other 2?
No, it's 3 Harley Davidsons.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
the same exact. Other motorbikes are available, but not for Meatloaf.
Yeah.
For this, no.
In this world, there's only one motorbike type. I will look very nervously at the motorbike. If I'm 5'6" and the handlebars are probably here as I walk up to it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all right. He clearly wanted that, and now he's a ghost and he's gone. So
Those
I
ghosts
suppose
did
that's
seem pretty
fine.
happy.
Yeah, it makes a great story.
Yeah.
He said everything, right? And he gave her everything. It's sweet.
Yeah, I mean,
I think if we get in the car and we just go down the tunnel, then.
I mean, it was a bit brutal. I agree, but
yeah.
look great.
I mean, I'd do anything for love, but
Are you allowed to use your bad thing now, Johnny? Or...
I guess
it became what you swore to destroy.
Yeah. I guess I will awkwardly try and climb onto the motorbike. It'll probably take 2 attempts, and while I'm doing it, I'll go I don't know how to ride a motorbike, but I guess I can figure it out here.
Sharkstone is going to get on that Harley like it's something he does every day. He doesn't. And it's somewhere in his fizzing, coked up brain. This whole thing has been a real ordeal. But this here could be worth it, He gets to ride a motorbike like a real rock and roll tough guy.
I think he will say to BB, you'll be fine. Just drive. Drive slow. I mean, you've been drinking and doing all sorts tonight, so why not let you ride a motorbike as well?
Yeah.
I mean, there are 3. I guess we have to.
that makes about as much sense as anything else that's gone on tonight. So just, we'll take it slow. It'll be fine.
Do we just know what to do, Jonny?
To a degree. I would like you to make me a roll for general competence. I think Matt can probably have badass advantage.
I think so. I'm on a Harley.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing a leather jacket. Okay. With a bit of a tweak from my badassness, Jonny, I just rolled 333.
Woo! Halfway to the devil.
Should be a meatloaf line.
Well, much to our surprise, I got a 2 out of 3. So apparently,
Nice.
BB can
Have you ever not rolled a 2 out of 3?
No, every roll's been 2 out of 3 so far.
And in contrast,
Wow.
I don't think I have ever rolled a 2 out of 3 because I failed that one as well.
Okay.
I mean, I could take my reroll.
Take your
You could?
reroll.
I think,
Take
yeah,
your reroll.
Yeah, go for
What,
it.
and what could Johnny? What could go wrong? We're all on motorbikes, and this is based on Bat Out of Hell.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
So with that, I did get my 2 out of 3.
Nice. Perfect. The other thing is the two who heard what Hero said, are you sharing that information or are you assuming that everyone heard it?
I can't remember if who didn't
Who was?
hear
Yeah,
it.
who were the two? Was it?
I think it was Jack that didn't hear.
I think it was Jack that didn't hear, yeah. I think I wouldn't share it with Shark, but I would share it with Jack. So I'll go,
Okay.
oh, Mr. Stewart, the ghost of Hero said, watch out in the tunnel, there's a corner that we can't see. So
Until it's way too late.
Well, that's way too late.
Fine, because we're going to drive these slow and steady and all get out of here fine.
Love tunnel.
Oh no, he's going to be singing it through the tunnel and oh no.
Okay, so you head down the gravel track back towards the main road. Shark doing it looking really cool. Like maybe even a wheelie, which is probably very, very difficult on a Harley, but I think probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless there's anything else cool you want to do, Matt. Like stand on the seat or
I like how Johnny's perception of like bad boy Harley cool is basically like sort of evil Knievel tricks.
I was thinking of the sheep from Wallace and Gromit.
I like to imagine that Shark rides the whole way, like the album cover of Battle of Hell with the guy like that on the bike,
Like,
but he doesn't
can
look
I-
forward. He does that the whole way.
Can I say that the cool badass thing, Johnny? We are clearly in some kind of like rock limbo dimension,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
I would like the cool thing to be that my bike is leaving a trail of flames behind it.
yeah, fine, perfect. Yeah.
Yep.
That's really inconvenient for learning to ride a motorbike.
Okay, so you head down and you kind of screech around the corner onto the tarmac, facing the tunnel. Are you all kind of waiting there for each? Because I'd imagine Shark gets there first.
I get there first, but I am going to
to
wait for them. I'm going to wait there, like, revving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
The
BB
sort of-
probably pulls away from him then a little bit. I think she's like learning and being like getting surprisingly confident and actually just dashing down the road having fun. Probably with Ian yelling after her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, slow down, be careful. Oh god, her mum's going to kill me, my wife's going to kill me. This is going to go horribly wrong.
So the denizens of the town are kind of lining up along the road behind you, not blocking the way, kind of spectating what's going on here. And you all end up lined up facing this tunnel.
So there's nothing blocking it anymore.
There's nothing blocking it anymore.
Mr. Stewart, is there anything on your map for what's on the other side?
I'm guessing I'll pull it out and look at it.
Yep, at the far end of the tunnel on the map, it just says Paradise.
Yeah, well, I'll show it to BB and go, it's something.
To Paradise, then, I guess.
Yeah.
I will. Go on, Matt.
I'm going to say, took the words right out of my mouth, kid.
You can tell I haven't listened to the album just before, and you have.
Are you setting off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you all please make me a 3d6 roll with advantage for spotting the curve?
Mm-hmm. Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm gonna make my reroll.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also gonna make my reroll because I am not able to use advantage.
How does it feel if in this end of this glorious bat out of hell themed thing, the drugged up rock guy and this kind of square parent make it through the limbo tunnel to paradise,
The small
and
child.
the innocent theatre kid teen crashes and fucking burns into a bloody heap.
Mm-hmm.
With my advantage, I've got a crit.
With
Nice.
with my reroll and my advantage, I have a 2 out of 3.
Okay.
I have a 2 out of 3 with my reroll.
Cool. That ain't bad. So you charge down the tunnel. Without even attempting to, you are picking up speed. If you take your hand off the accelerator, you are picking up speed. You all expertly navigate the turn. And Ian actually has a little bit of a sort of skid around the corner as he goes. And you see ahead of you, it's like a flat wall ahead of you, but it's kind of shimmering. And you're in the middle of nowhere, near the end of the line, but there's a border to somewhere waiting, and you hit it. And you wake up in a comfy chair, and a familiar voice says, "So what did you think?"
BB will
And that's
immediately go, amazing! That was fun.
Well
That's
done,
it.
Johnny.
That's it. Thanks.
Like
That
a
was
bird
fun.
of hell.
Well done. Were
That
there
was-
any lines that you threw out that none of us got and didn't elicit? I swear to God, Johnny, from me.
Hang on. What did I...
Have you got a list?
I mean-
You've been ticking them off. That's
yeah,
what
No, so what I've got is the intro bit when you came into the world was like scripted.
Yeah. That was from back.
And then I've got section 1, 2A, 2B, 2C, 3, 4, 5, and 6, all of which have like what they are, but
line.
also have a line in each one, basically. And you got someone's got to draw first blood, didn't you? That was
Yeah.
I think was that the first one that was like not
I
in
think-
the scripted bit. I think that might have been the first one. I kind of wussed out on the wolf hero conversation at the end there, and just I was really tempted to have it as like a pained, drawn out thing where I listed
You did
all
the
of
whole
the things
intro.
Things
that
that
they
he
list.
would- that he would do.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to do that, and we just do that. Look
That's
at each other.
okay. That's okay. I saw the window of opportunity, Johnny. I
Yeah,
leapt
I-
into it head first.
There was a part of my brain that sort of said, Ian maybe should have gone. I bet she does that to all the boys.
Yeah.
I came into this, in all honesty, with the full-on intention that any time I didn't choose to take an action, I would say, I won't do that. But it never really came up, so I am
apart from
delighted.
The wolf one.
Apart from the wolf one,
Yeah.
So I am delighted, Johnny, that I got to do. Not only did I get to do that line, but I got to do it in a kind of intentional Stuart Lee way, where I just left the end off for everyone to fill in themselves.
Yeah.
I love
while we're chatting, just quickly, if you have any questions or comments about the stream, please put them in the chat. We can chat about those as well.
I loved Ian having to play the straight character, like Jack. You were just there, like, oh well, I'll make sure everything's okay here in this strange realm of existence we've suddenly entered. Also, I just want to say, I fucking hate Shark.
Oh, yeah, he's
worst.
an ass. He's the worst. Yeah, but hopefully, it was somewhat entertaining to roleplay alongside.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely kicking myself for not calling Cher a dead ringer for love.
Yeah. Oh, that would.
Right.
Just for the record, there were 2 other character archetypes that people could have played. Like either these guys could have chosen them, or if we'd had more players for it, which were aspiring music critic, and they would have had advantage on condescension rolls, and their item would have been a Rolling Stone magazine. Which would have had, my plan for that was for it to have like a review of this album in already, basically, and there would have been hints to get people to things. And then also general music enjoyer, who would have advantage on knowledge rolls, and their item was a harmonica. I also did like the statistical, like, because it's a one-shot system, I wasn't too bothered about it, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't totally like broken. And your chances of getting 2 of a kind on 3 dice is 5 in 12. Which I was like, that's fine, especially given like the ability to move one of the dice in a direction. And then it's like a 1 in 36 chance of a crit or fumble.
Yeah, I thought it was good like you say, for a one-shot system, and essentially made off the basis of a reference to a song. You know.
Yeah, it works pretty well, actually. I think.
Well, yeah.
I enjoyed that.
But yeah, no, to the previous question, I don't think there were any references that weren't picked up.
That we didn't pick up on.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Would have been disappointed if you managed to slip lyrics through.
And my favorite thing this entire thing was you explaining the dice system. The 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
It's funny because when I first mentioned this in the channel, I already had that idea. That was almost like the first thing that came to my head was having, and we had a reasonably lengthy conversation in the channel about a year ago about the statistical chances of getting a 2 out of 3.
Oh yeah, we did. I remember.
Yeah, and Jack has also messaged me separately, being like something about having 2 out of 3 for the dice thing. So yeah, it was good.
Nice.
Yeah, and I managed to get all of the bits in that I wanted to get in, which was cool because some of them were kind of incidental.
Yeah, I didn't know how much we fucked you by literally just taking Hero straight to the graveyard.
Yeah, I was wondering if we were meant to go to the bar and
if we were meant to do other stuff. No, okay.
Not really. No.
I would.
Section 4
totally
is
offering him up to the wolf, just like yes, have him now.
section 4 is area above beach, and section 5 is wolf at the Red Roses. So there wasn't particularly intended to be anything in the middle of those.
Fair enough. I would also like to reveal as a bit of an Easter egg. It never came up, but I had written down what Sharkstone's real name is, if it ever came up, because clearly he doesn't have a name as cool as that. I picked 2 of the. I basically took 2, a first and a last name, from some of the best examples of cool people with awful nerdy real names. Delighted if people could name both of them. His real name is Brian Hickenbottom.
Hickenbottom.
Yeah. One of them's a music person. One of them is not a music person. But famously, a very big, cool, edgy musician has the real first name of Brian.
Oh, Marilyn Manson, right?
Correct.
He's a Brian. Yeah.
He's a Brian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hickenbottom is the real second name of the wrestler Shawn Michaels.
How how is Hickenbottom a real name, last name at all?
Ask the people of Texas. Cool. Should we get
Brian
some
May
of the
was who I was thinking 42. I thought Brian May, and I was like, nah, it wouldn't be.
No, but
Too on the nose for it. Yes.
Not edgy enough.
No. And he goes by that name, so it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
So before I've got some comments here I can whack up, Johnny. But before I do, I don't think you can see the Twitch stuff. So I'll read the things out. I some of these might be jeweled up. I don't know. But thank you for the follows to Tio Heartless, Tavinia, Regaming 042, Alpha Triple W, and resubscribes. Thank you to Steve. Thank you for 42, and thank you to ATCB Gaming. They're pretty sexy, I've heard. So thank you to them.
Thank you.
And yeah, comments.
I was feeling really nervous. I had the most adorable character start, and I'm like, oh no, it's going to be something really horrible now.
I saw that pop up from the start, at the start when Steve posted that about how it's very similar to how my Call of Cthulhu games have started.
Yeah. It was like a nicely RPG. You receive a mysterious letter.
Yeah. I mean, heck, we had the quest tick-offs on the map and everything as well. You basically this whole thing like a little mini game.
Receiving mysterious things is a very Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yes. It was in the winter of 1921 when I received, to my surprise, a missive from an antiquarian uncle of mine, long renowned, etc., racism. 42, wearing your own merch is lame. I completely agree. Yes, Sharkstone is lame. So,
I was desperatly. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No,
is there a Rocky Horror RPG? There could be.
Sure is now.
I've totally lost what I was going to say. Oh yeah, I was sad that there weren't really more vowels that worked with flex for hero to refer to flux as flex as even.
Nice.
Apart from flux and flax, which
I think I didn't even notice. Oh, devastating. Shark's going to realize that days later and be like, oh.
It's worse because you're wearing your own merch as well. Like he could have read it from your shirt.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like when somebody responds to your email with the wrong spelling of your name.
Yeah.
They were actually thinking
time, you're like, it's there.
They were actually thinking of a totally different Sharkstone all along.
Yeah. And this from Steve. Today I learned that Rocky Horror Picture Show came out before Bat Out of Hell. Yep. He was already famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before it all blew up for him. Yeah. Another one from Steve. Fastest conflict in a Jonny game.
In a Jonny game. Yeah.
The only conflict we had. I mean, we were otherwise perfectly set up as a party for combat, but
yeah.
Is this counting Jack's phone call to his uncle in the first?
That is truly the greatest combat we've had of all time on time. Oh no,
I think the final showdown for that, when his uncle actually turned up, might have been the greatest conflict of all time.
I don't think we've had many things that that viewers were more invested in. Jack's character's relationship with his uncle.
I was so happy about that. I can't remember if I told you, Jack, or if you were watching, but you kind of made a comeback right at the end of the third arc.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
We shouldn't.
I'm sure it all ended well for Melvin, right? Oh well, I'll watch and find out. Actually, don't spoil.
Yeah, do. Anyway, that's an aside. But watch them all if you haven't.
Yeah, go watch our Call of Cthulhu. They're great.
Another one from Steve.
Yes. Yes, the whole thing has the tone of an Infocom text adventure game. I love it. Yeah,
I thought it
did feel like that. Yeah,
locations and the map. And, but again, for me, because I'd said I can't remember if it was on stream or before it, but I definitely thought that the thing was going to have kind of brutal legend vibes to it, which in turn, obviously, like with like point and click brutal legend, make of Monkey Island, Tim Schafer's work, and Grim Fandango, and what's the one of an actual biker, Full Throttle?
Just out of interest, did anybody have any preconceptions about what the plot was going to be, or like what kind of would be going on?
I mean, I thought there would be a thing of young love and tragedy and motorbikes. So
I kind of thought we'd end up in some realm. Yeah, I don't know how I'd imagine we'd get there, but there was going to be some place we would go that would somehow embody that of hell. So I think it's something like that.
Yeah. We have got some other stuff in here. Maybe we haven't. Here we go. Just one just now from Steve.
Yes. Not the last line of the adventure is going to be the last thing you see is your heart still beating. Yeah.
I thought you were at least going to have a screaming off into the distance that you could say, like a ballad out of hell or something like that.
So on the nose. And this one from Don't Kick Food.
Jim Steinman, Quest Giver. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. What do you mean? He's just called James.
Yeah.
I loved your look, Matt, when he said James will clean that up, and you went, what?
Two Jameses.
No, he was just referring to himself in the third person.
Yeah, sure.
There's nobody else there.
He doesn't like to think of himself cleaning up, so he just says James because it's someone else.
Here's the thing, Johnny. I don't know if you went and looked up what Jim Steinman sounded like, because I'm not going to say that was a really good Jim Steinman impression, because I don't know if I've heard Jim Steinman speak, but in my head, Jim Steinman speaks like you did. So you did a really good impression of my preconceived notion of how Jim Steinman would speak.
Jim Steinman is the voice saying, "On a hot summer night, would you offer you for the red roses?" And also the other. What's the other song? It's not on that album. I don't remember if it was a Telecaster or a Stratocaster. Yeah. That's all Jim Steinman.
That's the Jim Steinman. Yeah. It was good. It sounded good.
Not that was Jim Steinman, obviously.
No, it was you.
It was James with an S as a surname.
Absolutely. Incidentally, Sharkstone is Sharkstone because one of Meatloaf's real names translates as fish, basically, and like a Welsh comes from a Welsh term fish, and Stein is stone.
Yeah. Nice.
So that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Lovely.
Anyone got a guess of what BB's favourite theatre production is?
I mean, Rocky Horror, right?
No, it's not Rocky Horror.
Oh, okay.
Rocky Horror is definitely up there.
Okay.
More classic than that. It's probably too broad a category, though.
Yeah, you just asked us what randomly do you think musical?
Yeah, exactly. It was Hate to Match Pinafore. I was thinking about it before, and I was just like, oh.
Nice.
Apparently my revision for this was just watching snippets of the production of HMS Pinafore rather than Meatloaf.
Annoyingly, it didn't come up in the story.
What the hell, Johnny?
Yeah.
I prepared so hard.
Cool.
We should probably promo the second half of Motorbike Month, shouldn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the 15th of July. Do you want to talk about it, Matt?
Sure, all right. I don't know why I did that. So we didn't intend to. This is a complete coincidence. But me and Johnny are both running motorbike-themed one-shots during July. Obviously, there was this. And then on Saturday, July 15th, I am running a one-shot with other players who I can't remember. Justin is in it. Oh my god, I literally can't remember who else is in it. I think Inga is in it. Oh, this is really embarrassing. Let me I want to give them proper credit, so let me go.
Was Stephen?
I think Justin, Inga, and John at least.
Justin, Inga, John, and Steve are my guesses. but it's terrible. There's lots of one shots going on at the moment, folks. Right? It's not that I'm being I mean, I am an asshole. There are so many more reasons why I'm an asshole. Okay, I got it right. Yeah, it's Inga, John, Justin, and Steve. So running this Hell Knight indie RPG recently kickstarted and produced. It's described as a Doom biker role-playing game with the slogan "Ride Beyond and Behold." You play demonic bikers sent out of hell to drag back worse demons to hell. And if you think for a shred of a moment that I'm not going to run this as Mandy, the role-playing game, you're so fucking wrong. So yeah, join us for that. Then,
and other stuff. Tomorrow night we're having a Versen themed roundtable-y chat with some of the Versen gang. Join us on the Discord, and if you want to ask any questions of us for us to prep ahead of time about that, then you can post those in there, because I posted a little question, or just join us on the stream and put them in the chat if you want to. Wednesday night Simba Room is on this week, Matt. Cool. And then we're back to Versen the Monday after for the next thing that's on, right? So that's this week's stuff. Versen chat tomorrow, Simba Room Wednesday, Saturday 15th of July. Matt is running Hell Knight. Links to everything below the video. If you want to join us on any of those things, please do. And thank you for joining us. And I will see you tomorrow night. I won't see you. You'll see me. If I could see you, that would be... I've had people go before. If I join this, will you be able to see me? No.
Don't tell them about the experimental device.
That's the stream of the week after, Jonny.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, everyone. Hopefully see you tomorrow night.